now Tuesday morning, so just trained, did cycling, 90-minute bike session, had some food, had some breakfast, and now I'm going to start my job, my 8 till 4 job, which isn't Proteas cricket. So for you who don't know, I don't do Proteas cricket full time. It's still very much a hobby for me. All the money that we sort of make, not all the money that we make in Proteas cricket always goes back into Proteas. So can't really justify a wage yet for myself. I'd love to do it obviously one day, full time. That's the dream. But at the minute, we have got my 8 till 4 job, which starts now. And then after work then, I have a call with my business partner, who we're going to go over some stuff. We've got an exciting project potentially coming up, really like early stages, so we can't really talk about it that much because there's nothing really to talk about. It's just sort of a proposition at the minute. But what it is going to be trying to work with an association, cricket association, to provide strength and conditioning programs for their members. So the idea is going to be the thing with cricket associations and a lot of cricket teams which aren't at a professional level is the money side of things. Don't have a lot of money, and the money that they do have, they sort of spend it on equipment, etc., for their cricket training. So when it comes to sort of strength and conditioning sort of stuff, they don't really spend that much money in it at the minute, as much as sort of other sort of top level sports do. So what we're going to do today is hopefully come up with a couple of ideas for them, which sort of negates a bit of a cost for them. This association I've been a part of before, from a playing point of view. So we're going to sort of mitigate as much cost as we can. And then hopefully then give them a few ideas where either they can take the cost, the rest of the cost, or potentially then the members who get it taking the cost at a discounted rate. And then potentially, if we do go down that route, then they would get some sort of commission in return for that. So yeah, I'm wondering what's going to work best for them, or what they'd be up for. I think with these associations, they're not very business minded. So when it comes to like getting commission and taking money on that side of things, they sort of refrain from it. So we'll see what they say. Hopefully that sparks their interest a little bit. So we're hoping to do as much as we can to sort of get this association to partner with them, because it'll be great for us, and it's something I really wanted to do, probably ever since I started this. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Been a long day, just come to the end of work. I work from home, so it's pretty simple for me. As soon as 4 o'clock hits, I'm going to be finishing work, and I'm going to be jumping on the call straight away with my business partner to go over our plans for Friday morning. So I'll try to show you a bit of that, and then that should be the end of the day. Maybe I'll do a bit more Proteas work after it, but I need to take my dog for a walk. Need to spend a bit of time with my child. Then this kind of say we say, oh yeah, we'll take half of the cost and you take the other half of the cost. So say it's like we could write like a 10-week program like we currently have. Yeah, just to do like over the off season now. It's now like 12 o'clock now the next day. We had the meeting obviously last night, that went really well, so we're all planned for Friday. I'm going to go out on a run now. I was going to go out this morning, but I didn't make it this morning. My girlfriend was ill last night, so I was looking after our 6-month-old son in the night, so doing the night last night. So usually what happens is she does it in the week. She's currently off work, and I'll do it on the weekend, the night. But obviously she wasn't feeling very well, so I did that last night, and then was looking after him, so wasn't getting up at 5:30 this morning to go for a run. So now gonna go at 12 o'clock, it's lunchtime in work, so we're gonna go out and hit like an hour run. 'Just under 60 minutes, then like 10.5 k's. So pretty good run. Working on, so my training now is basically around triathlons, which I haven't done so much conditioning in my life ever. So it's been really interesting, but that was like one of my like zone 2 sessions. But my zone 2 is like, so it was around like 150, 155 like beats per minute. Just watching it as I go around, 55 minutes, building up the volume now every week. And today, on sort of the Proteus sides of things, the Proteus cricket side of things, the plan is to go over, I want to do some t-shirt designs because I want to get some samples made up. So we got t-shirts coming, and then I need to send off designs tonight. So I need to go over them to make sure they're all fine. Make sure the little bits are good. They're pretty basic designs, so it's not really too much to think about. So I'll show you them later. I'm going to send them off. I need to write an email which goes out on Sunday, so we do like a weekly email just to sort of give just some more advice in a written sort of context where I can go into a bit more detail. Obviously we do our social media stuff where we still put out as much sort of helpful free content as we can, but this email just allows me to go into a bit more depth every week, so we tend to do one every Sunday. So I write that in the week and it goes out Sunday morning then. So I need to do that, the t-shirts, and then some of our bespoke programming. So we have our programs obviously which are sort of ready-made, where you know that's the £20, they're £20 a month, and there's sort of one program and lots of people can join it, so I only have to write one program for that. But then we have our bespoke programs where they're obviously a lot more expensive, but we then write programs around the person, help them with their nutrition. So I need to do those today to make sure they've got stuff to do next week. I don't really like doing them too far in advance because, especially with the bespoke stuff, like things can change so quickly. You know, if someone like picks up an injury or they get ill or they're going away or whatever, I tend to try and write the program around them week on week. So I tend to check in with them and then write the program, and then hopefully that gives them the best sort of route to their goals. It doesn't have to be the same thing. It doesn't always have to be the same thing, you know, week in, week out. We have to hit sessions. You know, a lot of people have lives they have to build their programs around. So that is where our bespoke programs come in. So yeah, write that tonight, and then that should be it. So we just finished up with the t-shirt designs. So now the t-shirts, which I was getting the samples on, are actually lost somewhere with DPD in the post, which is great. So we're waiting for them to get delivered. We got the t-shirt designs ready, but I now need to find someone essentially who will print them. I want if we do sell them, when we sell them, I want to get them screen printed. I don't know if it's like, I've never had it done, I don't know if it's that big a difference, if it's that better quality. I know you can't get samples on it. I've asked some people and it's all, you have to get a different design, like a transfer rather than, or like a dyed graphics rather than it getting actual screen printed, because it's not worth getting the screen cut for the sample, just in case things are off and then you have to pay for another screen or whatever. So I need to sort that out. I need to find someone. I'll show you the designs now. So this is what they're going to look like. So that being the front with a little logo, like we currently have some t-shirts like that if you've seen them before, but they're not going to get embroidered like they are now. They're just all going to get printed, I think. Well, on the samples they are, and then I'll decide if I want to embroider the front or not. And then the back is just going to have the Team Proteus, pretty plain across the back with like the little detailing up the top. Just a little logo over there. The ones we got now are literally just the front and nothing on the back. But I want to have a play, maybe add some stuff to it, put some thumbnail on the back, see what it looks like. I don't know how that text is going to look. It looks quite small there, but I've had t-shirts printed before, and like I've put it too big, and then it looks really big then on the actual t-shirt. But yeah, so that's what they're going to look like. And that's that. That is them. Pop that up so you can see me. Yeah, so they're pretty much done. I need to send them off. Unfortunately, the plans we were talking about yesterday to go for the meeting with the Cricket Association, they have had to reschedule, so they want to do a different day. So I'm not doing that this Friday, which is a bit annoying. I wanted to sort of get that rolling and get that started, but what can you do? Can't do anything about it. So just got to get on with that. I feel like I'm so behind this week. I haven't really done anything which I'm supposed to do, so it's quite late now. So I need to do the programming which I was on about before, so bespoke programming tonight, and get the email sorted before I go to bed, and then up early then for swimming in the morning. And it is Thursday now, and this is the first time I've picked up the camera, and it's like 5 o'clock, so great work in terms of showing you what my week's looking like, but as boring as it is, it's been pretty much the same as the rest of the week. I've worked, I've trained, I've swam today, swam at lunchtime, so what it looks like at the minute, I'm trying to get a bit better technically because my technique isn't great. So some drills and then some longer sets, some 500s to finish off. But the pool was so busy. I've never seen it so busy in my life. There was an aqua aerobics class, so there was like 30 like old women in there. They took a lane down, so we're down to like one swimming lane between like 4 of us. So yeah, it wasn't the best conditions for swimming. Now, just started doing a bit of Proteus stuff, and as you've seen, I've been editing this video, which will be going out as soon as I probably film this and then edit it straight away, and then probably put it up tomorrow, which will be Friday. So one day a week I focus on like our content that goes out on all of our social media. So instead of doing it like drips and drabs as I go through the week, I like to get it all done. I like to do at least 3 videos, which goes out then on our TikTok, Instagram, Facebook and YouTube, or short form videos. It's 3 of them a week. So I edit them all on one day, save them to go out the next week on the Monday, Wednesday and Friday. That's been working quite well. I find like the consistency for it is what has done well so far, especially on like our Instagram. It seems like week by week that like everything changes in terms of how much reach you get. I've done the same videos, some getting loads of reach, some getting not so much reach. But yeah, it just seems to be a bit random, so I'm just finding just being consistent and then being there when the reach is good, just being posting when the reach is good and being there posting when the reach is bad. So yeah, I got this week, and then trying to obviously get some more long form content in. My last video actually did quite well, where I did some testing on these Garmin watches. So I'm going to try to do a bit more stuff like that, and doing a video at the minute, like testing a supplement. So I'm going to go back and do a VO2 max test again after taking the supplement for 30 days. So that'll be really interesting to see. And then I'll get that edited, so I've done like the thumbnails and everything for it. But yeah, then that is pretty much it for the week. You've seen a lot of this room, as it's where I spend a lot of my time, and it's unfortunately the truth of running like an online strength and conditioning business, I suppose. I spend a lot of time on the computer, and very little time actually coaching people in person, and I want to do a bit more in-person coaching, but at the minute there doesn't seem to be much interest for it, and like trying to find a good space for it where I can take clients sort of any time. So trying to find something for that, but yeah, it's just a lot going on, and trying to do that on top of it as well is a lot of work. So that should be it really then for this week. You know, I'm going to try to do this more often. I quite like doing these sort of videos where I'll show you what's going on. Oh, and one other thing is the t-shirts have been found. So these t-shirts, but without this, obviously, the stuff that needs to get printed, they're just blank at the minute. They've been found and delivered today. So we got them, and we got some cool little like stickers and stuff, which I'm going to take to Lords and try put them around Lords. So if anyone's in Lords on the 30th of August, keep your eye out for any Proteus stuff going around. Take a picture, send it to me. It's always much appreciated. So yeah, we're going to do more of this style video, and I'll do it next week, and then hopefully take my camera then to Lords to get some footage around there. So yeah, big week next week. Don't do much on the weekend in terms of this sort of stuff, except for get the content out, which I've done in the week. So subscribe, follow if you want to see more videos like this. Just stick them in the comments below, or any questions to do with Proteus, I'll get back to you if you just stick it in the comments below.